Hi everyone, I am currently making an Easter card for my grandmother, but before I show you everything for the card, I want to show you what she sent me. So last week in the mail I got this beautiful hat, and there are little owls all patterned into it with these cute little button eyes. Now the pattern, she said that my aunt printed it for her online. It's really cute. It's meant to be a long hat on the top, so it kind of sits over top of your head like that, but I just thought that was so sweet and that I would share that with you. And it kind of goes along with the card that I'm making today. So I am making an Easter card for her, but I'm making it knitted themed because she sent me that little hat. So right now it's spring in Canada, so it's still a little bit cool, and it's the perfect hat because it's thin. The set that I have went perfectly for this card. So from Your Next Stamp, I have the set called Knit Happens, and Sprinkles is the little bunny here, and that works great for Easter because the little bunny is knitting. So this is just perfect and worked out really well for the card I'm going to make today. So I've already gone ahead and stamped out the little bunny, and I used my Memento Tuxedo black ink to do that. Then I took my Tombow dual brush pens, and I have the Jelly Bean pack today, and I used some of the colors in the Jelly Bean pack to color up that little bunny. And then I went ahead and fussy cut out the image. And I didn't do too much color on it. I kept it simple because I did want a little white bunny, and I didn't bother doing any highlighting because I find that when I do too much highlighting on it, it ends up looking like a little gray bunny. And I wanted to go for white on this one. Now to clean off my stamps, I've been using the stamp chamois from Lawn Fawn, and I want to show you what it looks like when it's dry. So it's really stiff when it dries out, and what you do is you basically just clean your stamps off on it when it's hydrated. So all you have to do now to use this again is put it under warm water and then squeeze out all the moisture, and it'll be nice and soft and ready to clean your stamps. I absolutely love this, and even though it's dirty, you can still clean your stamps where the dirty part is. It'll still clean them off perfectly. The best part about it is that there's no lint on my stamps. For my card today, I'm going to be using a blue card base with white on the inside. I also have the little ball of yarn here, and I decided to color that one in yellow. And I'm going to be using some embroidery thread as the yarn. So I actually picked this pack up at the dollar store. It was $3 for all of them. You get 2 of each color in this pack. I'll link that little haul below so you can see it if you'd like. But this is a great deal, and again, I'm going to use that yellow color today. Then I went ahead and used my Cuttlebug to cut out some grass. So I just used some green cardstock and the new Lawn Fawn Meadow Borders. Now I didn't just use the meadow border today, I also used the 2 little tulips. So I took a paint strip that I had at home, and I cut out tulips from a bunch of the different colors so that I could get a variety of pink tulips on my card. And I just have them scattered here. I used the higher meadow that has some stems so that I can put the tulips on the end of the stems. Now because these dies are so small, they have these little circles in them so that you can poke out the die cut image once you have cut it. And I did use my little tool here to poke them out. It made it a lot easier if you have one of these. And that's just my Martha Stewart tool that I have. It twists off and has the little poker in the center. And finally, I needed some Easter eggs, but I actually don't have any Easter sets or Easter dies. So I was resourceful in using another set that I have, which is the Baked with Love, and these are the cupcake dies. So I actually did this in a previous video, which I will link below, but I colored a piece of watercolor paper with some of my watercolor pencils, and then I used my water brush just to blend everything out, and I cut out the little cupcakes to use as eggs because they'll be sitting in the grass, so you won't actually see the bottom, you'll just see the top part. I'm going to go ahead and cut out a few more, but again, like I said, I will link that other video below so you can see me doing this. So I'm starting with my blue card base, and then the 2 pieces of meadow that I cut out with my Lawn Fawn die. Now, if I wasn't going to mail this card, I would do some more dimension on it, but because it's going in the mail, I don't want anything to get flattened or weird looking on the way. So I'm going to go with, I'm gluing it straight down to the base with my glue tape. So I offset them because I want the tulips to be in different areas, and I'm going to go ahead and trim the edges. So I'll take Sprinkles the bunny and glue the bunny down with some multi-matte medium. And I'm just going to let the bunny dry while I place some of the eggs around the card just to kind of get a feel for how many I'd like to have on there, and if I need to go ahead and cut some more out. It's a lot easier for me to put these in tucked in before I put the tulips on, because the tulips will hold down some of the grass, and it's easier if I can just lift the grass, slip them in, and then put a little bit of the multi-matte medium behind. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out 3 more of the little eggs with my die from that set. So all the eggs are in, and I'm going to go ahead and add the tulips now. I'm still using the multimedia matte. And I'm using my tweezers for the small pieces to make it easy to put the glue on and then put them on the card. So all the flowers are now on, and I have 2 more things I want to do. I have my little ball of yarn still with the embroidery thread that I'm going to wrap around it and attach onto the bunny, because you can see there's a little line on the bunny, and that's to have that thread come out from what the little bunny is knitting, the scarf. And I also am taking some scraps that I have from the Lawn Fawn Perfectly Plaid paper pack, and I have a little piece of white cardstock that I cut out. I'm going to write Happy Easter on this, but I'm also going to mount it behind these 2 little pieces here so that I have a pop of plaid behind my greeting that I'm going to put right here on the card. So there the 2 pieces are attached now, and I'm going to write Happy Easter with a purple Sharpie. So I covered the front and the back of the yarn ball with glue tape, and I started with a little bit of thread on the back, and I'm going to go ahead and just wind it around and make it look just like a little ball of yarn. And when I have enough around there, I'm going to go ahead and attach it onto the card, and I'm going to use my multimedia mat to attach the last little bit of thread right up to the bunny. And there's that little piece of yarn. I put that multimedia mat down. I'm going to stick the end of it in that so I can see exactly where it needs to sit on the card, and then I'll put more underneath. And there is my final card. I'm going to have to give this a really good chance to dry because this does stick out a little bit here. And I think this is a really cute Easter card to make for someone who loves to knit. So I'll be sending this off to my gram tomorrow. I hope you have a very happy Easter. And I hope you enjoyed this card. Have a great day.